Hello, today me, Dorika Isakova, will present you the recent Forex news on InstaForex TV. As the world seems to overcome the Great Recession, the global economy was demonstrating an uptrend in the first quarter. However, while the economic upsweep was pushing up the share rates, especially in the USA and many other countries with a shaping market economy, there were fixed some concerns in the first quarter regarding that some European countries will not be able to repay their debt obligations. By the end of 2009, the European currencies suffered from a huge pressure of budget deficits and debts of Portugal, Ireland, Spain and Italy. In December, the euro dropped by 5.4% against the dollar and the British pound by 3.9%. Such tendency took place in the first quarter too, as the Greek interest rate is moving on and the European Union has to prevent the risk of default in some states. Through the first quarter, the euro and the British pound lost 5.7% and 5.9% appropriately versus the dollar. Only by the end of the quarter they started stabilizing due to the IMF offer to open an urgent credit line for Greece. The US economy is able to create workplaces even on the top of unemployment. On the other hand, at present the inflation is low and its development depends on how long the interest rates will be normalizing. The representatives of the American Federal Reserve System expressed a disturbance regarding the risk of pre-scheduled monetary policy tightening, and it means that the volume of the FRS funds will stay low for a while and will be hardly advanced till fall. But it should be mentioned that such situation in the long term may increase the probability of high inflation. Generally speaking, an optimistic view on the America's economy future contributed to the shares uprise during the first quarter and the dollar strengthening against the majors. Luckily for the gold market, a strong dollar versus the euro and pound does not always influence on the prices. As a matter of fact, gold impacts a lot of factors. Many developing economies recover faster than their developed partners, especially India and China, which are the main gold consumers. All this can put a positive impact on the gold demand. Gold is used to be a sanctuary asset against the dollar. Such feature was considered by the example of the world markets. For example, when the Indian rupee is solidifying versus the dollar, the Indian consumers gain from low gold price in the local currency. In the first quarter of 2010, such situation took place. The dollar rose versus the euro, pound and yen, but lowered against the Indian rupee. The continuing economic growth of China will probably back up the gold demand in future. As it was already reported, China is the second gold consumer in the world, and during the next decade it can double the consumption of this precious metal. Be in touch with the world of finance and watch InstaForex News. Goodbye.